Amazing helmet cam footage shows Ukrainian troops storming Russian position and capturing 2 soldiers after gun battle. Helmet cameras have revealed the breathless intensity of trench warfare in eastern Ukraine. Footage captured by frontline troops shows Zelensky's soldiers storming a Russian trench and forcing 2 enemy fighters to surrender. Ukrainian men emerge from a shallow ditch, firing automatic weapons as they hurry across a no-man's land reminiscent of a desolate First World War battlefield. The battle for the east of Ukraine has in recent months devolved into brutal First World War-style trench warfare, particularly in the embattled Donetsk region, where once lush fields and forests have become barren wastelands and urban centers have been reduced to rubble. The head of Russia's Wagner mercenary group said today that his forces had taken full control of the eastern part of the city of Bakhmut in Donetsk, scene of one of the bloodiest battles of the year-long war. If the claim is true, it would mean Russian forces control nearly half the city in their costly push to secure their first big victory in several months. Ukrainian defenders remained defiant. However, last week they appeared to be preparing for a tactical retreat from Bakhmut, but military and political leaders are now speaking of hanging on to positions and inflicting as many casualties as possible on the Russian assault force. Wagner head Yevgeny Prigozhin said his fighters, who have been spearheading the Russian campaign to seize Bakhmut, had now captured the city's east. Everything east of the Bakhmutka River is completely under the control of Wagner. Meanwhile, Ukrainian military statement said earlier there may be conditions in Bakhmut for a Ukrainian offensive. The main task of our troops in Bakhmut is to grind the enemy's fighting capability, to bleed their combat potential, Serhiy Chervatay, a spokesman for Ukraine's Eastern Military Command. Russia, which claims to have annexed nearly 20% of Ukraine's territory, has made progress in recent months around Bakhmut, but its winter offensive has yielded no significant gains in assaults further north and south. Ukraine vows to fight on in Bakhmut and inflict steep losses on Russia. Its back might be against the wall in Bakhmut, but Ukraine has vowed to continue its defense of the city in Donetsk and is sending reinforcements into the hottest spot in the war. President Volodymyr Zelensky said, in the process of defending the city in Donetsk, Ukraine can inflict more losses on Russian forces. Fighting in Bakhmut has been going on for around 7 months, and it's undoubtedly the scene of the fiercest fighting in Ukraine right now. Russian forces and mercenary units from the Wagner Group have been slowly advancing on and into Bakhmut and surrounding settlements in recent weeks. It's believed they now occupy areas on 3 sides of the city to the north, east, and south. Defense analysis suggests Russian forces surround much of the city and have made advances into Bakhmut but do not control all parts of the city. But Ukrainian-held supply routes into Bakhmut appear increasingly limited and at risk. Several thousands of people still live in the city, much of which has been reduced to ruins. Recently, Russian officers staged mutiny and abandoned attack on the key town after losses. Russian military officers are reportedly refusing to launch a new attack on the Ukrainian town of Volodar after suffering heavy losses in a tank battle. It has been claimed that Russia lost around 130 tanks and armored fighting vehicles in a recent offensive to take the town, located in the Donetsk Oblast. Ukrainian military officers told the Kiev Post that the Russian brigade refused orders to continue attacking the town. The leaders of the brigade and senior officers are refusing to proceed with a new senseless attack as demanded by their unskilled commanders to storm well-defended Ukrainian positions with little protection or preparation. The Russian military is reportedly close to taking the town of Bakhmut, also in the east of Ukraine. But this battle has also exposed divisions within Russian ranks. Yevgeny Prigozhin, leader of the Wagner private military group, has accused Russian forces of withholding ammunition from them. I am knocking on all doors and sounding the alarm about ammunition and reinforcements, as well as the need to cover our flanks.